all the calculations without having to do the work, and that would be extra great. They both take the same course, so sometimes it's an Algebra 1 student, sometimes it's an integrated 2 student. This year it's an integrated 2 student who never wanted to tell me the answers but would mouth them in her chair, and that would be Marissa McMahon. And then my last one goes to my highest scoring person across the board from 7th grade on up. Always knew what to do, always awesome kid, did come and ask questions every once in a great while, which is one of my favorite things, and that is Aubrey. And so my awards this year are basically the You Can Do It and You Did It awards. And so I'm going to start with food science. For food science, the students started out with, this is going to be an easy class. I can just get a credit in and I get to eat. But then they actually started to get like the treats and stuff, or like volunteering to help and do stuff and cut, and it was just amazing to see the transformation and the fact that they will actually be able to like mix food for themselves in the future. And so the Food Science Award goes to John Higgins.
day. They check to make sure, and I appreciate that so much. And I have what I call like a business dedication award this year, and it's going to go to Lily Kim and Emma. District contest, they went to state FBLA, they went on the stage, and they got 6th place at state, which is a pretty big deal. If you're on the state winning volleyball, 4 volleyball team, I want to recognize you. Go ahead and stand up for those on that. Yes. First ever. If you were in FBLA, seniors, stand up for me, please. If you're in FBLA. If you went to state or to district contest for me, remain standing. No, you went to district contest. At any time, you went to district contest for me. If you got to go at any time in your 4 years, you went to state contest for me, remain standing. If you went to state contest for me 2 years, remain standing. If you went for 3 years, if you went for 4 years, remain standing. We're still narrowing it down. If you got to go up on stage at state contest, if you went to FBLA National, it is all about the love for these seniors. Thank you to this class for always making me proud at district, state, and in the national also. That's pretty important. So their class is going to be missed for that reason. Okay. All right. On to my last thing. Okay. We're looking at my seniors again. This is what we're doing. Okay. If you luckily got to take my computer applications class last hour as a senior, when you guys were freshmen, go ahead and stand up. All seniors who took my computer application class, stand up. Yeah, you took it. You took it. Everybody took it. Everybody took it. Okay. You can remain standing if you also took my personal finance class. Yay. Okay. If you took business technology, and if you were in accounting, remain standing. Okay. All right. If you only took business technology or accounting, go ahead and have a seat. No, you're done now. Sorry. Okay. Those 4, they're still remaining standing. Ashley, Carson, Alexa, Lacey, come on out here. Kids that took all of my class, did well at everything they did, and so for that, I thank you very much. One last thing about that class. Sometimes, you sit there, I don't think I'll cry, you think, man, I'm a good teacher. And then I look at that class and I think, hey, guess what? There are a bunch of good kids that work hard for me and make me proud all the time. And so I think, I'm good, but not necessarily that good. It's that class that is good. And they are truly hardworking, and they have made me proud, and they have made me look good, and I appreciate that so much. And you guys
I'm trying to figure all this awards thing out. So I have a couple awards from the physical education department. with Coach Saxbury's help, Coach S. Thor, for those of you guys who don't know who Coach Saxbury was my student teacher. So he was here all semester here, trying to get him to stick around. He helped me decide on who was going to receive some of these awards. So we made some tremendous gains in our strength and conditioning course over the course of this school year. And that's kind of where I focused because that was a group of kids I had all year long. Actually, not all of them, but some of them. In this class, they've learned how to push themselves to failure, to learn from that failure, continuing to try and be the best that they can be. The first award is for our most improved lifter. This young man has shown tremendous growth in the weight room, not only over the course of this school year, but even going back to last summer. He got better and was able to give his best when it mattered most. He increased in both his bench, squat, and vertical jump maxes this spring, and this year's most improved lifter is Ashton Ray. And then the second award is going to go to a young man who accomplished a lot of things he didn't think he could. He didn't always want to keep pushing at the beginning, but over the course of the year, I think he fell in love at times with the weight room. Even though he would probably never outwardly admit that to anybody in the room. He continued to push the limits of his strength, especially this semester, and it's hard as a senior, because you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's easier to kind of coast, and he didn't, maybe at times. At times it did take a little bit of encouragement, but he broke the school bench press, back squat, and deadlift records this year. And this year's Strongest Man Award goes to Jake Holcomb. And then this is a departmental award, but I do have a plaque that I would like to present on behalf of our Brashear Booster Club to Jack Reeves for hitting the first home run on our new Brashear baseball field. Got it. And I gotta get a picture.
The art award this year, choose one senior. And this year, the senior that I've chosen is a senior that most of you know as doing a lot of art things in my room. And this year, she even did a lot of different medium things. So, like, she made some sharks. So, I know we're all using sharks. But anyway, she's done a lot of different things trying that out this year, which is cool to see. And she's also won first place on Art in the Spot this year. She won 3 awards at our all-conference event that we held. And that is Aubrey Brookmeyer.
Always goes above and beyond, and the student gets their work done. They're always working on another classwork, does their best on everything, and that's Audrey Brewer. Okay, this student. He's already laughing. In all of my classes that he's ever been in, he knows every movie that was ever brought out, knows one-liners from it. In our history class, every time we would get done with a scene, he would be like, we need to watch this movie. They talked about it. We talked about Germany, and there was a movie. Tell me what Yeah, they said German twice through that whole movie. He associated that movie with that. So, this award goes to Jake White.
First, I have 4 pins that belong to some students that lettered this year but didn't get both pins at our other award ceremony. So that is Elise Salter, Kennedy Gray, Kate Pettinger, and Emily Young. I spent a lot of time making really fancy certificates that are of no value whatsoever, but they mean a lot to me. Okay, so I'm going to start with choir awards. I made up 3 random awards that I'll probably give out every year to different people. So first I have the Melody Award, and this is for someone who played an important leading role in our choir, and that is for Maddie Moose. Now I have the Harmony Award, which is someone who's played an important supporting role in our choir. That is Riley Holt. This award is like the choir MVP award for the year. This is someone who stepped up and showed everyone that he is a rock star, and that is Jacob Love. I also have 2 awards that I made up for our seniors that are personalized to them. Our first award is going to go to Carly Willis. She loves the show Glee, and she talks about it a lot, and she's filled with glee every time she comes to the choir room, so this is the Glee Award. My only other senior this year is Joey Willis. Every time he comes in my room, he's usually talking about how dirty his clothes or his shoes are, because he goes to Botech and works on cars, which he really enjoys. And he's also not afraid to get his shoes dirty by trying something new this year. So the Dirtiest Shoes Award goes up. Now for band, the Treble Award is an important member of our treble wind voices, and that is Noah Shannon. Our bass award goes to an important member of our bass voices, and that is Landon Shannon. And this was a hard one. I had to pick a percussionist out of our whole band. So the Beekeeper Award goes to Avery Smith.
Scared for a second there. I thought I wasn't going to get it.
My last award is like the MVP award for our band, and it is called the Pickle Award because this person is the bread and butter of our band program. They're cooler than a cucumber, and their accomplishments have been truly jaw-dropping. This award is a big deal, relishing your accomplishment. This goes to Elise Salter.
Goes to a 7th grader, and I've kind of seen a repeating theme for this person as far as always doing their best, working hard, getting assignments turned in on time, using your time wisely. This is Audrey.
If I call your name, just come down. I have 1 medal for middle school and 1 medal for high school. So,
Audrey Irwin, Maddie Moots, Caden Henninger, Kennedy Gray, Taylor Houghton, Heidi Lay, and Hayden Taylor. I want to recognize all these kids. They do what they're supposed to do. They can have an intelligent conversation with you. They see the importance of what we talk about and can apply it to the real world. So all of these kids are good kids. They are very high performing in my class. Just good character overall. So there were several different factors that went into this. So I chose one person for each group. For high school is Maddie Moots.
Stand up, please. All the people that won our Industrial Arts District contest. There'll be more of you than that. State winners, we come down. Let's recognize you. We had 7 out of the 24 projects we took to state Tuesday. We had 7 winners. Lana won 2 different categories this year. By the way, to win state, it's not just 1A schools. Doesn't matter if you're 1A, a 5A, doesn't matter. We're competing with all of them, and so we're really proud of this group winning. So, congratulations. I have 2 awards that I want to give out to outstanding students. This young man, my junior high award, goes to Kate Irwin. It was beautiful, a lot of cuts, a lot of times went in on that, and he got 102 on his project at state. They took 1 point off for finish, but they gave him 3 points for complex projects. So that's the first time I've ever had anybody get over 100. I had some hundreds, but never over 100. So congratulations. I don't know how many projects she made this year, but a bunch of them, and they're all good. She did a great job this year. Worked hard for me and did all kinds of projects. Congratulations.
All right, I have a few more track awards because at the athletic banquet, our season wasn't over, and it's still not over. So district medals that I have to give out, they medal the top 4. So I have Jacob Snyder, 4th place in the 32. I have Levi Clark, 4th place in the 800 mile. I have Nate Triplett, 1st place in distance and shot. Carson Irwin, 4th place in the 400. And Aubrey Borgmeyer, 2nd place. Last Saturday we competed at sectionals, and again they medaled the top 4. Jacob took his hardware home that day. He was excited. He got 4th place in the 3200. 4th place in the javelin. And Nate got 3rd place in shot put. So all of those kids are leaving with me today to go live results on Misha. 10 o'clock tomorrow, 5:50, 6 o'clock, 5:05, thank you, 5:05 tomorrow, and 3:30 on Saturday. So, all right, then I have the High Point Awards for high school. This is figured on how many points they score at all the track meets. You score points based on where you place. So I'll start with ladies, 3rd place, Marissa McMahon. 2nd place was Lana. And 1st place was Aubrey Borkman. For the men, 3rd place goes to Jacob. 2nd place goes to Levi Clark. And 1st place goes to Nate Triple.
Your hard work this year, congratulations on your awards. Teachers, I'd also like to say thank you guys for all your hard work. Without you guys, none of this is possible, so thank you. As we go through the rest of the day, seniors, you will stay in here. If you're a band member, I need you to go with Mrs. Mann. Okay? Once again, seniors stay in here. Band members go with Mrs. Mann. Everybody else, you're a good return to class. As we finish up, a few days left, guys. Please make sure you're behaving. I do not want to have to go down discipline paths because we're getting before the last 2 days of school. So stick with us. Let's get through the last 2 days. Have a good day.